Habari Africa, mimi King, nina furaha kukutana na wewe. Asante kwa kutanzama King Said So. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite a long time in South Africa that we were calling for leaders that are brave in decision making, that are not scared to act against their own friends, that don't show any favoritism when serious allegations have been made against them, leaders that stand up for what is right in South Africa. And let me tell you without a shadow of a doubt what Gayton Mckenzie did by suspending his best friend, his friend Kenny Kunene, because of these allegations that have been made, labeled against Kenny Kunene. Gayton has said we don't want to put anyone above the political party. This is a good example when people say no one is above the party. Not when someone has done something wrong, leaked to something, and the members of that political party are defending their leaders, say leave our leaders, there is no proof, there is no whatever. When that is clear that there is some type of connectivity with the crimes that are happening and their leader. Now, Gayton Mckenzie says there's no favoritism in the PA. There's no VIPs in the PA, and he's going to show that in the PA, no one is bigger than the political party. Suspending Kenny Kunene from the position of deputy president and also removing him as an MMC icon. Gayton, I take my head off for you, sir. I take off my head for you. This is what our president Cyril Ramaphosa could not do. So many allegations, serious allegations against top ANC leaders, and nothing has happened until today. But today, we see that should we have this Mabahambe president, really there will be something honorable about his leadership when it comes to dealing even with those who are close to him. Let's talk about that, Paseta, and much more.
Welcome to King Said So, Africa's one land, one language, one currency, one army on King Said So. Africans can unite. Your Pan-Africanist podcast. Enjoy.
Peace in Pan-Africanism to all my African brothers and sisters from all around the world. Welcome back to King Said So. I'm your host, Kagiso Hlongwane, host is in Jiva Sono, and we're back at it again with another one. And let me tell you, I am quite impressed with Gayton Mckenzie. Yeah, I was one of those people who were doubting his leadership qualities. But today, I am proven wrong yet again. Yet again, Gayton Mckenzie has shown that he is an honorable member. He's an honorable member. Listen, we can say whatever we want, but when a person acts in the right way, we need to give credit where credit is due. And I have to say, Gayton Mckenzie continues to surprise me. I wondered why people love this Gayton Mckenzie like this. But this time around, in fact, for the past few months, I've been understanding slowly but surely that Gayton Mckenzie is doing what is right, especially for colored people. Now, it is important, ladies and gentlemen, when one of your own, especially one of the top leaders, it has got serious allegations against them, labeled against them, caught at the house of a person who has been said is the mastermind in planning executions of other people. When you've got those type of allegations, the character of the leader is tested. And we have seen that the leader of the Patriotic Alliance, when something like a dark cloud comes, he acted very fast. He was not like Cyril Ramaphosa, that he needed some time to think and all of those things. He said, listen, we are going to go into an investigation. He went on a live. I'm going to play it for you guys, don't worry. He went on a live and he said, listen, we have heard what Kenny Kunene said. I love my brother Kenny Kunene, and I know he is innocent. Kenny Kunene, he will not hurt a fly. He's not a person that will get involved in things of murder and all of those things. But even as a brother that loves him, I have to act to show the rest of the PA members that even if I am the one who is being labeled in these serious allegations, I will step aside, and so should Kenny Kunene step aside. I'm going to put him aside. And not only that, we are going to announce a new MMC of transport. We are going to make sure that Kenny Kunene is suspended for 30 days pending investigation. Ladies and gentlemen, what more would we want from a leader? What more would we want from a leader? I'm very impressed, man. Ek het nie gedink Gayton Mckenzie sal ooit op een dag iets soos die doen nie, man. Ek het gedink die is om vriend, hy sal om protect en al die goed is jy ken mos hoe smaak die mense. Hulle was saam daar in die tronk en hulle is broerse en alles, hulle is godfathers van hulle se kinders en al die goed is. Ek het gedink dat hy sal om protect en hy sal sê, los my vriend uit, hy het fokol gemaak, maar hy sê, hy het opgestaan and he took a decision, a beslissing that I did not think that in 1,000 years that Gayton Mckenzie would take, especially against his friend. I'm very surprised, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very impressed, very surprised, and I'm happy to know that there are leaders that do this. Gayton Mckenzie, you'll never know. You'll never know with this GNU or with all of this collusion government who will be a president. We might have a president from a small political party because the big political parties are not going to agree with each other. You'll never know what will happen in South African politics. We don't know what will happen. And Gayton Mckenzie is loved by the billionaires also. So you'll never know about Rob Herzog, Goedesellis, by a leaf form. But, when a leader comes out and say, listen, I'm going to act against my friend, to show you guys, because the DA was already attacking Kenny Kunene, handing out flyers, already saying, look at Gayton Mckenzie, he's quiet when one of his is accused with serious things. And Gayton Mckenzie says in the live that I'm going to play for you now, Gayton says, listen, the accusations are very serious. We're talking about murder. Murder is a serious thing because in South Africa, we've got a problem with crime. We are one of the most violent society, especially when it comes to taking people's life. So I cannot then sit down with good conscience as the Patriotic Alliance leader and allow one of our own to tarnish the image of the party. So no one is bigger than the political party. Kenny, you are going to be suspended. You're going to be suspended. And he says his whole life, of which I don't believe really, this is one of the most difficult things that he has ever done because Kenny Kunene has changed his life in prison. He helped him change. He's one of those friends that helped him to become a better person. Came out together, opened a political party together, and look where they are today. But the other one is not, heart licking the other one when leadership decisions have to be made. So I'm very impressed with Gayton Mckenzie. And we will see. Because Kenny Kunene was going around making interviews, trying to block and, handle the impact that this is going to have on him, his family, and his party. He was going around trying to handle all of those things, but there was no time for that. There was no time for that. We needed time for true leadership. The gun that has been found has apparently been linked to 10 other sins, murder sins. So it cannot be that the coincidence is ignored. If it is indeed a coincidence, it cannot be ignored to say, hi, but it was by coincidence. You were going there for an interview and all of that. Let me just believe my friend. What he's saying is true. It cannot be a coincidence. It must be an issue to say, we will investigate. Someone would say, King Gafana, the people that are going to be investigated are going to be chosen by Gayton himself. So there's no conclusive evidence that will come against Kenny Kunene for whatever. But still, many political parties can't do it. Many political parties can't do it. Many political parties can't do it. They can't do it. How many allegations has came with Bosasa, with VBS, with so many, and nothing has happened to those leaders. No step aside, no investigation, no nothing, and all of those things. And yes, I understand. Sometimes you can't just go with what the media is saying and just say, oh, they are saying this, so it means our leader is guilty or whatever the case can be. But it brings a high sense of trust what Gayton Mckenzie has done in the PA. people are going to trust his leadership, and they're going to know that there's no joking around in the PA. You can't play around and do things, And when the step aside clause was being announced in the ANC. In the ANC, we knew it was going to be they were going to shoot themselves in the foot, because most of them have their hand in the cookie jar. That's the problem with the ANC. So the PA is a smaller political party. Small in terms of years compared to the ANC. So they can allow to block these things early in their career as they are developing. I believe they are also about 10, 11 years old, if not a little bit older. They can block that image. You say here in the PA on the day for kaki as you know stoute goede se gaan maak hier buitekant. Ons is nie deel van daai nonsense nie. Ons gaan jou afkap. So that is something that is very important in the PA. So I want to say to the PA people, it looks like you've got a leader. Looks like, I know you guys have always known that. You've always told me on the comment section, always defended Gayton Mckenzie against everything that I have said. But today I am the one who's giving him a salute because of what he has done. Really, really, I am impressed. He did not need to. But he blocked Dada Morero from doing it. Because Dada Morero can remove Kenny Kunene from the MMC position. So he blocked everything. Nobody must attack Kenny Kunene. He will take Kenny Kunene himself, place him aside, and he will be in control of the whole situation. So for those who have not heard the interview, or not the interview, the live stream that Kenny Kunene, that Gayton Mckenzie had, I'm going to play the part where he speaks about suspending his brother and the love that he shows and the difficulty that he expresses that he is having in doing this. I hope you guys are going to enjoy that. Please do me a favor. If you are new here on King Said So, make sure that you click the subscribe button. If you are enjoying the content, make sure that you leave your thoughts on the comment section. Hit the like button also, and I will really, really appreciate that. It helps us in growing the channel. Until we meet again, don't forget to pray. But after you pray, stand up, African child. Do your best so that God can do the rest. Peace and Pan-Africanism. I salute you.
The one guy that inspired me in jail to change my life. I know Kenny, and I tell you now, Kenny will never get involved with murderers. That's not him. Why would you want to get involved with people that... Now, when me and him differs, he doesn't believe he was set up. I do. He doesn't believe it. He says, no, I wasn't set up. I think he was set up. By who? I don't know yet. I just know this thing smells like a setup, but I've got no proof of that. He doesn't think that. He says, no, I don't think so, or whatever. Because Kenny is a people's person. Like he's got a trusting nature about him. Now, it's a serious thing. This guy, I've forgotten now what his name is, the one that was arrested. I'm glad he got arrested. They must come and arrest all of them, because I heard that gun killed like 10 people. I'm glad they arrested him. And he's not the only one. They must still come and arrest all the others. Because we're a country that has a problem of killings. I know how much love Kenny had for this DJs, all the DJs, whether it's somebody or whatever. He knew all of them. If you put a DJ here, I wouldn't even know who he is. I'm just showing you. So, Kenny doesn't believe he was framed, or not framed, he was set up. Now I'm saying to you, that man is a good man, Kenny Kunene. Kenny will not hurt a fly. Kenny has found himself in something that he doesn't understand at the moment. I spoke to him 10 minutes. I was supposed to speak to him for half an hour. We spoke for an hour. That's why I was late for the live. Because he doesn't understand what's really happening here. But I want to say to people, I can't come here and tell you Kenny's got nothing to do with this thing. I can't come here and lie and say Kenny's got nothing to do with this thing if I knew the truth. But I'm telling you what the truth is. The truth is that Kenny's got nothing to do with this. Kenny is not a violent person. Never been violent. I was the violent one day in jail. Kenny will always be the peacemaker. He's so trusting of people. Kenny Kunene will be investigated. And I'm going to tell you who's going to investigate him. Lawyers of good character. And while he's being investigated, I'm going to remove him from being an MMC. When I write to them, I'm also going to tell him to stand back from politics for 1 month until the investigation is done. That's the hardest thing I ever had to do in my life. It's the hardest thing. To act against Kenny Kunene. Yeah, it's the hardest thing I ever had to do.